I like to refer to it as keep from cooking, as that's what they seem to promote. Yes, that is a cattle egret. Cattle egret, yes.
Once a sugar plantation. The lands were taken out of sugar and they created an airport there. It was named Golden Rock International, but in 1996 the name was changed to that of our 1998. The name was changed to National Hero. He had just been named National Hero in 1996, Robert Llewellyn Bradshaw. He was the first premier of the island. I'll be telling you a bit more about him a little bit later on in our journey. Right now, I'd like to share with you some rules. Yes, folks, we have some rules on the train. And rule number 1, we always wave first. So count number 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm not seeing any hands. What's up? You're not hearing me? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, giving everyone a nice big wave. Why do I say we wave first? We're going to pass by the schools. We're going to pass by the fields. We're going to pass by the vehicles at their homes in general. We want to give them nice big waves. They're very friendly people here on the island, okay? So we people love the wave. Rule number 2, don't throw anything overboard. Rule number 3, hold on to your hands. The piggeries, as we pass alongside here, as we go around the bend, you smell any malodorous fumes, just know that it's the scent of money, we call it. The pig farms are in this vicinity, so from time to time, the scents assail us, we call it the scent of money, as pig farming is a lucrative industry. So don't turn up your noses too much, okay? Now, about the train. We've chosen this train this morning, and I'm sure you did a little bit of research before you came on. So the St. Kitts Scenic Railway, this tour that we offer, uses the railway system, which was built between 1912 and 1926. The train tracks, the railway is a 30-inch wide, narrow gauge railway system. We travel at about 8 miles per hour here on the train. So how did we move from transporting sugarcane to showing people our beautiful island? Well, in about the year 2000, our Minister of Tourism invited a group of people to the island. They were from Alaska and Washington. They already had investments in a similar railway in Alaska, the Skagway Rail. And so they came here and they rode on the Hunslet locomotive and they saw the beautiful views that one could capture. And so they got into an agreement with the government. They realized that being on this, running along this railway, you could see the way in which we live, work, and play. You hear about our history, get a good bird's eye view of the island. And so they designed and built these carriages, and they upgraded the tracks, they sent down all the necessary equipment, and this tall driving train. So he knows the tracks very well, and he has a lot of different skills. He also helps with the maintenance of the rails and the bridges. So from time to time, he's not on the train, but he's working in maintenance. So we're happy to have him. He's a treasure to the company. We're now coming to Spring Garden Bridge, an overhead footbridge. Folks, please keep your hands on the inside as much as possible. Your elbows, make sure they are tucked in. The walls of the footbridge is very close to the train.
You're in charge of that side. Nobody's on that side. Because all I get is rail. Unless they stand up and fall on you. And I don't want to do that. Okay.
Yes, there's somebody's house on the hillside. Someone just asked if it was it's a famous house. It's a pretty house. I guess the family who owns it. You can see they're probably a well-off family. So beautiful house there. Nice located. Just past the garden. casting the dice along the front of the beach there. We are on the Atlantic side of the island. From time to time, we do have sea turtles coming up to lay the eggs on the sand there. On our left, a number of trees, the breadfruit tree, that green ball-shaped that you see, that's breadfruit. Breadfruit was brought to the Caribbean by Captain Bligh of Mutiny of the Bounty, yeah? It was brought to the islands to supplement the diet of enslaved Africans. I'll tell you more about that a little later. Good morning, ladies. Good morning.
unfortunately, that was once the boundary. This road was once the boundary between the French and the British, and it was lined by a fig tree, so we are now leaving one of the French sides and going on to the British side of the island. Now, is everyone familiar with the song Amazing Grace? Anyone knows who wrote the song Amazing Grace? John Newton. Now, just off the coast, John Newton and crew were caught up in a hurricane, and when they got safely ashore, he sat on the grounds here to our right, where he wrote the words to the song Amazing Grace. So we call this area Amazing Grace Country. Now, that is the Lighthouse Baptist Church, and on the inside of the church, they teach you more about the song and John Newton himself, and they refer to that as the Amazing Grace experience. So that very popular song, Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound, but only when I am not singing it, was written right here by John Newton. See, we have a few of the guests that just came off the train. They are going to see the Amazing Grace experience. Right. So this church is still the Sacred Heart Catholic Church. And that is followed by our second largest of 3 hospitals here on the island, the Foxton Medical Center. Alright, so we have a goat crossing the road to go to the hospital. Yeah. He has some sort of emergency today. Now these paintings and drawings to our right depict our local carnival and folklore. Now carnival runs from mid-December down to the first weekend of January. And if you're ever in and around St. Kitts, feel free to come on down and join me in the streets, as I'll have enough body paint for each and every one of you. And that is my time of year. That is when I do have a lot of rum, and I would need a driver. Yes, I do. To our right, this is the St. Anne's Anglican Church, and this was known as the Church of the British, as this was where the British soldiers came to keep service. Now, can anyone tell me what those tall trees are there in the cemetery portion of the churchyard?
Almonds.
It's a sweet smelling spice that I'm sure could be found in everyone's kitchen.
Bay.
Bay?
No. Cinnamon.
Yeah.
Those are cinnamon trees. Yes. Now the reason why those trees were planted there is because back in the day they used to bury the dead 4 feet on the ground. So in order to cut down on the scent of the bodies flowing through the town of Sandy Point, they planted cinnamon trees, the original air fresheners. Nowadays we don't have to worry about planting cinnamon trees in our cemeteries, as they bury the dead 6 feet on the ground. Now if it was up to me, some would go further down. But since it's not, everyone's just gonna get their fair share of 6. Alright? Now we also do cremations here on the island. That's 104 years of construction, and it still was not complete. Now as we get closer to the fort, I'll tell you more about the fort. If you can't, then I'll see you in another life. Yes. The Brimstone Hill Fortress, also known as the Gibraltar of the West Indies. You got it? Yes.
Bobby. Matt, turn around.
Let's see what you get done.
August the 24th,
The
2018.
information provided can help you in case of an emergency, so it's important that you pay close attention. Our vessel has 4 designated seating areas for your comfort. There are 2 forward cabins and 2 open-air seating areas located at the rear, the upper deck, and the lower deck. For your convenience, there are 2 lavatories located at the midsection on the lower deck, and a first aid kit is also provided on board for your comfort. Crew members are available and will be moving throughout the vessel to help you if necessary. There are 4 emergency exits on this vessel, and each side is clearly marked. One exit is located on the upper deck at the rear of the vessel, with the 3 remaining emergency exits on the lower deck. One exit is in the 4
Salt Isle.
Royal Mail Steamship, one of the first ships to be embedded with a steam engine. Started construction in 1865, launched in 1866. It set sail throughout the Caribbean to collect the Queen's taxes. It had a few passengers on board also, but you have to be very good friends with the Queen to get on board. In December of 1867, the RMS Rhone came to the British Virgin Islands, and it set anchor in front of the island in front of us, known as Peter Island. In those days, they didn't have hurricane tracking devices like we do now. What they had was a barometer meter. The pressure dropped that point. Who they can. Bring the boat back around to the front where their houses are, and then shelter them throughout the storm.
Yep.
And when Queen Victoria heard what happened,